What's up, everyone? Daddy Warbucks here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of Out of the Abyss. Tarantagash is our DM through the series, so Taryn, why don't you go ahead and set us up for today?
Certainly. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the game tonight. We're continuing our adventures in Out of the Abyss, as DWB just mentioned. They're currently trying to travel over to a deep gnome city named Blingdenstone. They started their travels off from the Neverlight Grove, where they found yet more demonic infestation plaguing the fungi in that area. So they broke off from the fungi that were retreating from their own grove and started making their way into the northeast. They've made a 4-day travel so far, moving at fast speeds. And they're just starting at the morning of their 5th day of travel as they try and make their way over to Blingdenstone. Unfortunately, we are missing a person tonight, but we're going to go ahead and struggle through it. Anyway, that's where we're at today, folks, and we won't leave it to y'all. What would you like to do? It is now morning, 5th day of travel.
Of how many?
I guess, yeah, get up to the usual morning things, bending and stretching as Kefar often does, prancing around a little bit before heading off and saying, "Onward! We march! Quickly now!"
All right. And, okay. I just need a navigation. Who's going to do that navigation?
I do believe that I was the navigator as of late. Let me just find it. I believe it's this way.
This way. Okay.
Oh, God, that wasn't very good.
It's okay. So you guys are still moving at a fast pace, is that correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Fast pace, correct. Great. All right, you get going, and you get going about 30 minutes, and the phase res, your favorite thing in the world, just envelops you. It lights up with that dim green light that you're all so used to seeing down here in the Underdark. And you really don't run into any kind of major issues, so to speak. Yeah, just a regular, ordinary old trip through the Underdark. No big deals. So you get through the first half of your morning without much issue.
Okay, that's good. So then, what about the second half? Do we need to rest, or can we continue without it being a forced march?
You can continue. You've only traveled 4 hours. So you can continue. Just need another survival roll to make sure you're still on path.
Absolutely. As soon as I'm done fiddling there. Okay, survival. Still not that great.
Actually, wait, before. Let's go ahead and add 3 more to that.
3 more to that. Okay. You have no issues with travels this afternoon. The phase res dissipates in the afternoon hours, which is great. So it's complete darkness, and you hear. I'm sorry.
No, nothing.
You hear a sort of growling noise up in front of you as you make your way on the path. And as you get around the corner, you know the deal. You turn and you see this weird armored looking thing with a large mouth. Instead of it being like an open jaw, like sort of just looked like a hole with little spikes coming out of it. And out of it's this long tongue with all sorts of spikes and stuff on it. On the generic battle map. And yeah, it's just an ugly creature by all intents and purposes.
Goop, it looks like it wants a kiss.
Yeah, and it's senses y'all, and it seems to really wants kisses, as KFR has so eloquently ideated on this. So go ahead and roll me some initiatives, because this thing is going to be wanting to fight you guys for those kisses.
All right, I'm going to use tides.
Okay.
Oh, this thing just popped up. No.
Is
That was
Den actually?
sucky.
I see he's on the map. Are you controlling Den this week?
I will use him for healing, and that's it.
So I don't have advantage.
You don't. Spartan and Sir Anton don't look like you had your token selected.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll just put it in there and I'll change it. Spartan, you
Oh,
were
yeah.
7.
Great one now, right? 7. Yeah.
And Sir Anton was a 12.
Well,
Great. Is everyone in there? Cool. And so, Goop, it looks like you are up first. You see this beautiful creature in front of you, and it looks like it's stopping you from proceeding with your, path to your destination. So, go ahead and do what you need to do.
Well, I'm simply going to dodge and let it come to us because I don't want to walk over there. So I'm
Okay.
going to dodge for my turn.
Oh, shoot. I didn't start this, didn't I? Okay, so you're dodging, okay? Sir Anton, Montague, 6th Earl of the Spelljammer.
so it's definitely hostile. I haven't seen it do anything yet. So I'm not going to use my musket. We'll actually be pulling out the short swords as we approach it, and that's my action and my object interaction because I don't have the dual wielder feat. So
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. On to its turn. Okay, well, something has come nearby, and it's, got that really long tongue there. So it's going to do is going to
Yeah, I saw that come in.
It's gonna do a whole step forward by 5 feet,
Holy
and it sees
no.
this guy here. It's just gonna, make a little attack at him. A 26 to hit.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's gonna be 18 piercing, and I need No, you are just grappled and restrained at this point.
Cool.
Just grappled and
And
restrained.
Hold forward 30 feet.
Okay. And can be pulled up to 30 feet. So it's going to pull you right up to it. Right in the way. And it's going to do... Yeah, it'll take a bite at you. Why not? You're grappling restrained, so it has advantage on that. 15? Is it 15 hit you? No, it doesn't look like 15
No.
hit you.
No, it's AC
So-
16.
It tries to bite at you with its maw, but it can't seem to get around your larger form of
It's
the
hurtful.
large hippopotamus creature.
Wow. Amazing.
Wow.
The end of its turn. Kfar.
How dare you? Kfar just runs up a bit, and he's just going to go ahead and throw some chaos in that thing's direction, and just really hope that he doesn't actually hit Sir Anton. He's going to use inspiration for advantage on the roll.
Thanks for the resubs on Monkey. Appreciate you very much.
So let's go ahead and do
Go ahead and
that.
surge too.
Okay. Oh, I didn't roll advantage. I'll roll it again in a second.
Just roll.
Okay. Bright light in 30 feet radius. So I start shining with a vibrant purple light, I guess.
I'm going to put it as green as an offset of, Goop's 30 feet radius, so we know.
Okay, sure.
Let's see.
I got 2 and 2, which means
Did you roll it again for the next?
so it's going to be cold damage.
Well, 11 doesn't hit. So did you roll it?
Oh,
for-
sorry. Yeah, I didn't roll my second attack. Did I? Wait, not second attack. Spell attack. I'll just roll it again and give myself the slot back.
Okay.
Nope, never mind.
Neither of those hit, unfortunately. And you shine.
Okay. I shine brightly. I also have to just check. Okay, cool. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right, on to Shrike.
One moment, please.
Sure.
Shrike will step to here and will toss a couple daggers at the unknown kiss monster.
The first one hits.
And then Shrike will burn a key point for patient defense to dodge.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Keith, your turn.
All right. Another demon thing, but we don't know that. The fiend, but I don't know it's a fiend. I also can't reach it. That's a shame.
It is a shame.
So
Isn't it?
we go here. That's our full 40. Then bonus action, we will rage.
Okay.
Let's see what we got.
Mhm.
Hey, we like that. We'll target the monster thing. Yes.
Con save.
Yes.
23.
Passes. That's annoying. And I'll use my action to dash.
Okay.
Well, no. No, we won't dash. We'll end our turn there.
Okay. You didn't do anything with your action.
Hold an action to attack it if it gets near me.
Okay. Goop, it's back to you. What would you like to do?
I'm going to move up, and then I will step of the wind as a bonus action to dash,
Okay.
and then I'm going to attack it.
Good. Miss.
And then second attack,
That is a hit for 11.
and that will be it.
Okay. Brandon Montague, 6-0, the spell Jammer Yacha. You are currently grappled and restrained. What would you like to do?
Well, I don't want to be grappled. So yeah, I'm gonna use no. Whoa, wait a minute. Did I prepare the correct spell? Nope. No, I did not. Dang. All right. No. Yeah, we're just gonna break the grapple. Athletics. Is that okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Because of my hippo build, I get advantage on all strength-based checks and saves. So I'm gonna.
Okay. That breaks it. You are no longer grappled or restrained.
All right. Cool. And then so I guess I kind of fall to the ground in front of it. So I'm gonna stand up. So
Okay.
and then for bonus action, we're gonna Zephyr Strike. And then I'm gonna run away. Whoop, 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 whoop.
All right. It's going to try and bite you.
No, I Zephyr Strike. That it doesn't means I can move without provoking opportunity attacks. And then the
Right,
next
right.
time I hit somebody, I deal extra damage.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Great. You have run away.
Yes, I do.
Any
Bravely.
turn.
Oh,
On to
not,
its turn.
not that
Oh,
far.
sorry, did you have-
Because I stood up. It was only 15. Sorry.
Right. Okay. The only one thing around you that's really done anything is Goop. So actually, everyone's within range. I think I should share the wealth. The only person that isn't within range is KFR. Let me change that. Let's just change that. So we'll decide who gets hit. It's just a random thing. Okay. Roll a d10. It didn't like you getting away is the problem. So it's going to try and use its tongue on you once again.
Okay.
16.
That's my AC. You got me.
Got you again. I'm going to pull you towards it with 17 damage. And it's actually going to take a bite out of... it's going to use its claw. It's going to use its claw on Goop. So claw to Goop.
Ooh.
Ouch!
Good looking out.
Wow.
32.
Good looking out.
Yikes.
I think I could have been deaded there. No.
Mhm.
No.
And that's it for this creature. Kfar.
All right. Kfar is going to. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and use my tides to get advantage again on another 3rd level chaos bolt.
Okay.
So advantage. A 15.
It's a miss.
Okay. Yep, I'm gonna run up, and I'm gonna turn and yell at the sword that Goop's holding. I'm brighter than you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Okay.
And then I'll end my turn.
Okay. Now, when people start their turn, is that when they have to make the save?
End their turn.
End their turn. Okay. So that'll impact people in a minute. Okay. All right. Off Kfar. On to Strike. Strike, it's your turn.
And Strike will step to here, through here, and he will go ahead and do some monkey stuff.
First hit.
And
Nine
then
damage.
bonus action one more, which is a miss. And he will end his turn there.
Okay. Are your fists magical at this point?
I think
Huh?
it's level 6.
Level
Yeah.
6.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're magical.
level 6 is-
Okay, good. Good. Keith, you're up. Oh, wait. Kfar, does he have to make a save now?
No, it's no save.
For the blindness? I thought it was within 5
Mhm.
feet.
Yeah, that's right.
What?
Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of you is blind until the end of
Oh,
its
there's no
next turn.
save. Okay.
There's no save.
So you're just blinded. Okay,
Hey.
you were standing next to Kfar, you end your turn, and you're now blind until the end of your.
I am shining bright. I'm
Oh.
like angrily yelling at the sword, and as I do, I'm glowing brighter and brighter.
So everyone is blinded but Keith
If
right
they-
now?
If
I
they-
haven't ended my
only
turn
They
yet.
end their
Anybody
turn.
who ends their turn next to me.
So, Shrike, you're blinded by the light, and now it's Keith's turn.
Blinded by the light. Do, 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 do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We'll move over here. We'll try the bonus action again.
Okay, it's a con save. All right,
Yeah.
16.
That passes. Yeah, I do not have more than a 15 at best.
Okay, so do you want to move in and attack it?
Yeah, we're gonna move an attack. Since I can't, my laser beam doesn't work. Let me make sure I'm raging. Bessie, we will. This thing hits hard, so we'll go reckless.
Okay, 22 is a hit. 25 is a hit.
All right, first attack,
Yes.
second attack.
So we've got
Here.
18, 17, 23,
7.
27. 27. That's good.
All right, that'll be the end.
The fire doesn't do as much as you expect it to.
Oh no!
That's it. Okay. And Goop, it's now your turn.
I'm gonna take a step back
Okay.
and I will hit him.
Hit him.
And then I will spend a key point to flurry of blows.
Both of those hit. Has to be a bit. Okay. So 18, so 14, so you get 25 from the first two, and then both of those actually hits. There's another 15 on top of that, so it's 40 total. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
All right, solid. Two good hits.
And that'll be it.
All right. Starting on Montague, 6th level dispel Jimriata. It is your turn.
Okay. I think since trying to escape it didn't work out last time,
Okay.
I'm just gonna make attacks from the grapple, so there'll be disadvantage, right?
I will.
All right. If I could, 1, 2.
24 hits.
All right, there's one.
Is that a magical sword?
Nope. Still don't have magical melee weapons. And then I have an offhand attack too, because I am dual wielding. With
I
it's a
guess
mess.
Zephyr Strike would apply to the first one as
And
well.
Zephyr
Right?
Strike.
Oh,
so
you're
I'll
right.
take the
You're right. So that would be
It does take that.
yeah. Woohoo!
The offhand does not hit.
Okay, that's it. That's action, bonus action. I don't have any movement.
Okay. Sure. It's on to this guy's turn. He's not doing well. And so it's going to release you, Sir Anton.
Really?
You're no longer grappled.
All right.
Instead, it's going to turn around and attack Keith at the time.
Oh no.
And recklessly on the Keith.
Misses. Oh
Wow.
my god.
And it's going to try and bite you as well. 26.
There we go. Mhm.
That's 26 piercing.
What? That's not even a crit.
13 damage, but oh boy.
Man, those rolls too. Like
I know.
Ugh.
There were 2 1s in that, but 2 6s. So
Exactly, yeah.
It's still 66. That's not.
Oh,
All right,
and
K-Far,
it's
you're up.
stink on
Oh,
it.
wait, sorry, Anton, you're also blind. I'm sorry, I need to put that on you.
No.
Now everyone
Okay.
is blind.
And it is blind as well, so anybody who would have advantage.
Is it blind?
It's not blind.
It doesn't have
K-Far
eyes.
doesn't know this,
Pretty sure
but
it
these
doesn't
things-
give a shit
yeah.
about how bright he is.
Yep, it's true.
Right, you're right. It isn't blind. I'm afraid you're correct. K-Far is
K-Far doesn't know this, but there we go. All right.
Oh my god.
So there we go with that. All right. So yeah, my turn. I'm gonna go ahead and cast. Is there anywhere I could? I know. I'm gonna slide on around here, and then as I'm going, I'm just gonna kind of keep pulling like just bits of junk out of my pocket that I'd pulled out, and just start throwing them into the air, and they're just gonna burst into flame as I cast minute meteors.
Okay.
And let's drop 2 of them like here, so
Okay.
that it's just gonna hit the Canaloth. I'm also going to spend a sorcery point to use my meta magic of transmute spell, which will allow me to change the damage type. So I'm going to make it do thunder damage. So they're going to burst into flame, and then they're just going to crash to the ground and create like sonic bursts.
A sonic burst. Okay.
Yeah, because if it can't see, maybe it hears really well, and this should suck. So we're going to do that.
Could
Um,
bunch.
Do you see ears?
Listen, he's trying his best.
Wow.
So anyway,
Please rolls.
yep. Oh, by the way, do you want me to search?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's
Cool. A random creature.
random creature. So you have to roll randomly. We'll resolve this first and we'll get to that in a second. So first one is an 11. He fails, so he takes damage. Seems like he took all of it. Did you only throw 1?
No, 2.
Okay, so that's much better damage. And a 19's a pass, so he takes half.
Yep. And then is a that'll be it for actually no, K-Far is also going to step away.
Okay, it's going to attack you.
Hmm.
It's a 20 hit you?
Yeah, it does easily.
33 damage.
Well, it's been real, guys.
Why?
Okay. Okay. All right.
So,
Why?
So as it turns around and bites Kfar as he's moving away, he's like, "You son of a-"
Does
And
the
then
light
his
go
eyes
out?
onto the ground.
I don't think
No.
so. Also, I need you to roll to figure out who gets that poison effect for 1d4.
Oh yeah, okay. So okay.
Just figure it out.
What's it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, including yourself.
It's a. Does it include me?
Random creature. I would say not. It's a random creature besides yourself.
So who is 3?
All right.
Keith. Yeah, who's
I'm
3?
sorry.
Who
So Keith,
actually? Who would
Keith
be
is
three?
poison?
Like, how are you counting it? 5 other people, or
Yeah, it kind of depends on how you're counting it. Like if you can't.
Oh,
We should
are you
probably
asking me
establish that
who
first.
gets
Yeah,
it?
we're
I thought
asking you.
Yeah, yeah,
Tara.
yeah.
Oh, I apologize for that.
You told
for
him
me,
to-
then it would have been Keith.
All right.
1, 2,
God
Goop,
dang.
3, 4 to Keith, 5, 6, 3, Canaloth, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Keith,
But
you're
I
now
only
poisoned.
rolled a d5.
It's a-
I
it's a
didn't roll
D5.
D10.
Oh, then yeah, it would be the creature.
Cool. Great. Well, excellent, because that doesn't work.
Pretty sure it's
Oh,
a
sorry. It would be poison. It would be poison, but it doesn't actually have it.
Yep. Cool. Right. So Kfar did an amazing job this turn.
Yes.
Yep. So
Okay. Good. All right.
we go.
Strike. It's your
Strike
turn. You're
will.
blind.
Yes, but that doesn't matter because he's just going to continue to swing flailingly
Yeah, both of those miss.
the wrong in a direction,
Mhm.
and then in this turn, which I assume blindness now ends.
Blindness is now over. Correct.
My God,
Keith, your turn.
Kvar did absolutely nothing of work, apparently.
That's okay. That's okay. It happens.
I did some damage.
Party.
All right, 2 attacks coming at it. We'll try our blindness laser again.
Okay. Con save. Okay. 13 that probably fails. So it
Yeah,
would take
fails.
6 radiant.
But it doesn't care about blindness, does it?
Okay.
It takes 3 radiant as a laser blasts in the face.
Okay. Go ahead. And it's blind, yeah. But it can't be blind.
Yeah,
so
well,
it's good.
Yeah, so how you wouldn't? Keith wouldn't know either way. He doesn't understand why he's suddenly weird magic.
That's right. Are you recklessly attacking?
Yeah.
20 is a hit. 25 is a hit. And with that, you guys are able to kill this massive creature. This very bad creature.
Massive.
This massively ugly creature. And then you see your friend Den run in, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late, guys. Here, let me heal you." And he expends one of his spells to heal you guys. Let me see if I can get it up. Here we go. And he casts a spell of Cure Wounds. What's that? Cure Wounds.
On who?
On Kfar. He's unconscious. So he uses a bead and casts a spell on Kfar. Give him 19 HP. So he's back up and alive. And you survive that combat. I want Keith. Give me a D100 roll.
Oh
Don't
boy.
like that. Don't like that.
Okay.
something in the air. I can feel it. All right, there's 14.
Golf rules, right? Like the lower numbers are better.
It's up to you. When you are you guys gonna? You have this body in front of you, and it seems like a former adventurer is partially sticking out of its mouth, and on it you can see a sort of nice looking fabric.
Keith, if Keith can reach it, he'd pull out the remains.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not squeamish. I'll help. Like prying the Canaloth's jaws open so he can get in there.
Yeah.
I'll help too. Still
Yeah.
glowing really brightly because it's been less than a minute.
Ow!
Wait. We already dealing with this enough with Goop. Just step back, Kvar, please.
Okay. There's
I'm helping.
It's
You're
a
not helping.
You know, it's a you pull and you're able to pull out. It looks like a cloak of some sort. It's like a bluish one with like gold, goldish blue filigree around the side, trims around the side. It's got a nice bluish hood with again gold trim around the side with like a little goldish kind of pins sort of set around the collar of it. It's a nice looking cloak.
I guess I'll put that on, and I'm gonna go to reach and grab it.
Well, Keith won't stop you. He doesn't look like his style, and he doesn't know what it is.
Map 3. Okay. Are you gonna keep that on?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. As you guys continue your travels, and
We haven't cleaned it off, so it's just soaked with steam.
you have no other issues as you travel along your path as you get to your stopping point, and then I guess you guys can take a long rest because you have completed your travels for the day.
Okay.
And if anything you guys want to do in the evening, you're able to do that now.
If we're taking a long rest, do I, assuming it's magical since it survived the Arcanaloth stomach, if we complete a long rest, am I attuned to it? Do I know what it is?
Yes, you are. You do.
It's
It's a cloak of protection.
Ooh, yay!
Ooh.
Yay.
Nothing.
Okay.
Say nothing.
Say nothing. That's fine. That's fine. You can say
Yeah,
nothing.
it's just fancy. Nobody knows.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
So yeah, you guys complete another day's worth of travel, which is fantastic.
Oh, and a
And
long
you
rest.
took out one of the creatures of the Underdark, which is also quite a task.
Did we get to
So
level
it's
up?
no,
We don't
Okay.
level up until we get the blight forever.
you don't level up for a long time. You want to just put that out of your mind for
Okay.
now. Put
Alright.
leveling up out of your mind because it's not something.
Did you say we get to level up?
That's what I heard. Do we
I
get to
heard
level
it.
up?
He said the words level
I
up.
said, put leveling up out of your mind.
See,
Oh.
leveling up.
Put it
All right.
out of
Did
your
it again.
Out of your
Yes,
mind and onto your character sheets.
All right. Go to sleep. Let's just go to
Think of all
sleep.
those
I don't even know what I
wonderful
get at
things you will
7.
be able to do in probably 3 to 4 sessions. Be my
We could make it if we book it to this new city, wherever the name of this whatever city that I cannot remember for the life of me.
Blingdenstone?
So,
Blingdenstone.
Lingdenstone. I'm never gonna remember that.
That's okay. I'm the only
It's
one that has
okay.
to-
It's a good thing that I am an expert on the Underdark.
Okay. All right. So, you guys, the next morning rolls around and you're getting ready to go for your next bit of travel time. What who's going to do the navigation again?
I would like to navigate today.
Of course, Goop. Oh, I will, of course, be nearby to assist.
It's okay. I don't need your assistance. I live here.
Keith will still be assisting anyways because he knows.
You can both roll separately. He doesn't want your help. You can't force him to take it. So, Goop rolls an 11, and Keith, I
Somebody
guess,
use
you're
bad
rolling
luck.
separately.
I'm gonna
Oh,
use
you
Ben
know
luck
what?
to increase Goop's roll.
Oh,
I'll use
no.
my inspiration too.
Okay. All right. Well,
Wow.
Goop has a general idea of where to go, and Sir Anton has a much better idea. Keith is like beeline. You know exactly what path you need to take over the first half of this morning.
We got to head this way. I've seen this rock before.
Keith will just like suddenly like push Goop's body to arm
Oh,
to point
there
in
you
the
go.
right direction.
So
No, you
Goop got
won't.
a 15.
Just-
Yep, he did. Okay, so yeah, you keep going on your trek. You do walk into the phase res nearly immediately upon
no.
setting on your path this morning. But you don't seem to have any sort of issues or concerns as you make your way. That's interesting.
That's not scary.
And thing I say be scary, guys. I'm the nice person. I'm just trying to make sure you guys have it.
That's what scary people
what-
would say.
That's
Yeah,
what K-Boss
yes.
says.
I want to make sure you guys are
Me on
challenged.
okay, sorry.
You are good D&D players, and I want to make sure that you're challenged to the best of your
Mm.
abilities. You know,
Mm.
I want to make sure you guys
Oh
get the
boy.
most that you can out of
How
that.
did our day go?
What did you
I
do?
want to make sure you guys are just super excited. You know, there's a table I should use to make encounters, but I think you guys are beyond that table. You know,
Oh
I think you
no.
guys are well beyond that table.
Please be
What
gentle.
have you
Our healer is not
rolled?
here this week.
And,
What have you
I
rolled?
want to
I'm
make
confident.
sure you guys get all you can out of this. So I'm going to do my best to make sure that happens.
It's okay, guys. I got 2 more nets in stock.
Goop's got
that-
nets. It's fine. Easy street. Let's do it.
Sure why that's on. Cleared that. Okay, so you first half of your day, no big deal. Second half of your day, I need another survival check from whomever.
Do it. No,
a good
piss
one.
off. I said I'd do
It's a
it.
good one.
Nah, I did it.
You're both
I did
really
it.
good.
It's this way. I know. No, get out of the way. It's this way.
Okay,
No,
okay.
that's my voice.
Wait, that's my voice. I don't like that.
Okay. And as you guys make your way along, again, no big deal. Let's see if you guys get any more of the phase res. The phase res, again, does just disappear as you are traveling. And yeah. Okay. So no big deals. You're traveling along. It's easy. And you come across, you know, you're making your way. No big deals the entire path, and you're getting ready to rest. You see another fellow kind of walk around the corner. This sort of Orog sort of character. He's an orc sort of fellow with a big giant axe and heavy plate on him, and he's not like other orcs that you would normally see, though. He looks like he's got a more of a thoughtful air about him as opposed to that of aggression. And he sees you, and he's like, "Oh, didn't expect to see people walk around down here. What are
Hello.
you doing?"
How'd it goes, friend?
"Oh, it was fine, I suppose. I just didn't expect to see people here. What is it you're doing down here in this wonderful place?"
We're traveling.
"Yes. Where are you traveling to?"
To Bomb and Bone. To
London
We're traveling
Stone.
to Mom and Bone.
Blingden Stone.
Bing and Bomb.
Blingdenstone. Oh, yes. That you're in the right way. It's just up that way. You've got about, if you go at a normal pace, you're probably about a 2:10 day. It depends on how fast you go.
Jesus Christ. Jesus.
How many is that?
That's 20
You,
days.
you all seem to be like you're in a hurry though, so maybe 1 10-day left. You've got some time to go.
110 things.
No, Goop. You
no,
said
Goop.
10 to 20 days.
I don't know how many that
Wait,
is.
Goop. Yeah, I was like, why'd I even bother? Goop wouldn't know numbers.
Put on your finger, Scoop, and he holds up like fingerless appendages. Just-
Two nubs. 1, 2.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm Blurg. I know it's not the most eloquent of names for a creature, but that's what they named me. That's what I go by.
Who's they?
I've heard
I'm good.
I've heard so much worse.
I'm sure. Anyway, I was just wandering around down here, looking at various things, trying to get the state of the Underdark like the rest of my brethren.
Yes, I believe we've met a number of them, in fact.
Oh, have you now?
Yeah, you'll see Kafar's demeanor is totally different. He's very upright, politely spoken. He's not his usual jittery, insane self.
Okay.
Sure, I'll step up to you.
What's up? What are you
Kind
doing?
of just
What are you
strolls up.
doing?
Well, that's good.
Yes. They've actually gone out of their way to help us on a number of occasions, but helped us with giving us maps to help us navigate around the Underdark and various things like that.
I'm afraid I don't have such means of giving a path to such location.
Oh, no,
You know,
I wouldn't.
My travels are more away to the south. I'm way out of my depth in this area of the.
Of course.
That's
I
why
mean,
I'm
we know where we're headed now anyway, so
Yes, of course we know.
appreciate
I
you
knew
giving
the
us.
whole time.
He knew the whole time, but
Also
yeah,
do.
but we appreciate you giving us at least an estimate of how long, how far out we are. Is there
Yes.
anything that we can do to help you on your travels?
I'm afraid not. I'm again just trying to survey if I ever run into any issues, I'll just teleport back to the library as is.
Library?
Wait,
Teleport.
Yes.
Yes, it's a form of magic that allows one to instantly transport oneself from one location
no,
to
that's
another.
that's not what we're wondering. You said library? Where are you from?
Why would you focus on library instead of teleport? Where can you teleport to? Can we go to the surface?
I'm afraid no, my teleportation does not work towards that direction. Unfortunately,
That's why I'm wondering where the library is.
the library. The library is a ways away from here. We would be on a direction that is far off from where you are trying to get to.
What's a library?
The place with a lot of books.
I have a book. It's on
Well,
manners.
One thing you should probably know, if you don't already, is that there have been a number of incursions from various otherworldly beings in just kind of forcing their way through into our realm. The dark princes of whatever they are.
Interesting. But yes, interesting. I've heard of people telling me these things. I've not witnessed them personally myself. So
We've actually witnessed 3 separate occasions.
I think some of them were our fault.
Well, I hope not. It would be an unfortunate thing.
Not me. I just joined them.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, we arrived at a location. It was, I guess, somewhat serendipitous that we would arrive there when these excursions took place. But no, we weren't involved in them.
Well, that's good. I would hate to have to report back that a group of people is in league with such creatures.
Oh no, of course not. I mean, the first thing we did when we saw them was run. Obviously, we would have liked to try and help people if we were able to, but such things are far beyond what a group of humble adventurers such as ourselves would be capable of dealing with.
Interesting. Well, I should report this back to my fellows.
Of course, yes. If there's anything that you can do to sort of help, and obviously if any of your other brethren sort of come across us again, maybe they could give us some more insight and maybe something that we might be able to do to help should another one of these incursions take place.
Interesting. Well, if you do find yourself in the Underdark, actually looking for things to do, there's Graven Hollow. That is the library that you are speaking of. You were thinking of asking about earlier. The Graven Hollow. Now we do have a defensive there, but just be wary. There will be a basilisk there. But he is friendly. He does speak in common and undercommon. So should you approach, please don't hurt him. But again, this is many a 10-day out of your way. So
how do we get past the thing? Do we talk to it?
I would imagine we just ask politely.
It would talk to you about
They can talk.
Sir Anton wheels around to the group. I think we should go see this talking basilisk.
But that's far away. We're almost here. We're like we're almost there.
Do you think it likely that Blindenstone might have a way of us being able to get to Graven Hollow more quickly than on foot?
Well, I don't think you would need. You should, if you're trying to get to Blindenstone, that would be your. Why are you trying to? Why is your purpose for getting to Blindenstone?
Oh, well, we would actually trying to get to Blindenstone and potentially make our way to the surface. As you can tell, we aren't denizens of the Underdark.
Right. Well, your best bet is to go to the Blindenstone and get access to the surface from there. I can give you, and he gives you a sort of sigil, like it's a circle with a Y, like curling out on both sides on it. This will let them know you are in league with us.
Oh, thank you. And I'm just take it. You gonna stop me?
I mean, Kefar reaches for it at the same time. So I don't know. Do you want to have a sleight of hand off to see who gets it first?
Sleight of hand? No, I'm gonna rip it from you.
And then we'll do Kefar, you do a sleight of hand. You do a acrobatics.
All right, I'm gonna do tides.
Okay.
Oh no.
I would like to.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Oh, never mind. I thought he already used it.
20.
Dang.
It's close.
Dang.
you try and snatch it away, but in the last moment, Kefar is able to spirit it away into his.
Good use of inspiration.
It was good. I like it.
Excellent use of my tides of chaos. My one per day ability.
Okay, Hillary.
And okay, and he's like, well, I hopefully will see you at some point in the future.
Of course.
I'll pass class again, but afraid I have to.
You will.
Teleport away now. So
Wait, I have gift for you.
Oh, great.
And I want
What?
to give him my the children's book on manners that I picked up a while ago. I'm gonna give it to him so he can take it to his library.
Thank you. This is very kind of you.
Gift
Very, very kind of
to
you.
add to the building.
Yes, we will add this to our building. And then with that, he kind of steps away from you guys and teleports away.
Now, when we go there, we can look for the book. It will be fun.
Sure. Yeah, fun. Hey, Goop,
Okay.
look! A shiny rock! And I hold it up and kind of shake it and then I throw it.
You throw it.
All right. Onward,
You
yeah.
chase after Goop. Goop, did
Well.
you chase after the rock?
Yes, I don't know what I'm chasing, but sure. I instead of trying to, I want to try to catch it before he throws it away.
Okay.
You're gonna deflect missiles. I don't even care about contesting it. It's
You're able to snag it from the air, and you now have a shiny rock.
Cool.
No,
I'll drop it, and we can move on.
Okay. You are at the end of your day of travel, so you can do your long rest now if you so wish. And we'll just roll into the next morning.
Where
at
are
some
we?
point in the evening, Kfar is probably going to use Alter Self to turn himself into Keith and wander around. But he's gonna, because Alter Self can affect your clothing as well. He's gonna make it look like he's wearing Sir Anton's cloak. And he's just
It's
gonna wander
mine!
around. No, it's mine.
And he still
But he says,
sounds
it. No. I'm mimicking Keith's voice as well.
Okay.
Can we get a
Deception.
representation of that?
Like, well, to be fair, that's probably not going to be necessary because Keith is there. Like,
I just want to see how good you are at mimicking.
oh,
Keith's
okay, sure, yeah, no, absolutely, sure.
Horrible.
Yeah,
Horrible.
you know what? This works even better. I massively like over accentuate like the way that Keith speaks to like just a ridiculous, almost caricature of his own voice and his physical features.
So it would be mockery, Keith.
Yep.
He's mocking the way you speak.
This is my cloak. I had it all along. He starts talking slower than Keith normally would.
He's making fun of you, Keith. Oh,
Yeah, you missed it. So, but while you were gone, during camp, Kfar turned himself into you, except almost like a caricature of you, like so, just really strongly accentuating various features, but also wearing Sir Anton's
Butter
cloak.
my butt
his
and
new
call
cloak.
me a biscuit.
Yeah.
I swear.
And he started he even started talking like Keith but slower than normal and just really accentuating that southern drawl.
And
This
Keith
is
still
my
there.
cloak. I've had it the whole time.
And Keith is just still there.
Yeah, Keith's there.
Okay. I mean,
I thought you'd like a taste of home, Keith.
Why is there two keys? I can't tell the difference.
why you think you can do? Why?
Keith?
Oh.
Yes.
Why is there another one of you that looks weird?
Well, I don't know why he looks so strange. Maybe you should ask him, hey, Keith, why do you look so strange?
You know that's rich coming from you.
What's wrong with you? Why are you different?
It's not.
All right, this will probably go on for like a couple of until the spell wears off, and
An hour.
Kfar will just get bored and an hour, and then he'll wander off and I don't know, find something else to mess around with.
anything you want to do in response, Keith, you're welcome to try.
Keith is just like Keith just be like, well, no, there's no wood down here, so you can't be whittling anything. Let me double check his.
You can probably whittle a mushroom.
You can whittle your axe or your maul or whatever you use. Bessie.
Keith is vaguely amused, but is also mostly uninterested because he's not gonna let himself get dragged into Kfar's shenanigans at this point.
All right. But yeah, this will go on for like an hour before the spell wears off and Kfar gets distracted by something else to go mess around with.
Like a child with a brand new toy.
Yep.
All right. But yeah, all right. I guess we're calling Keith is good for the day or so.
Oh, that's right. because I used tides earlier.
Oh,
for the
no.
sleight
Right,
of hand.
right. Yeah. I can force you to surge. If
We
I
might
want.
get double
Sure, why not?
surge.
One.
Okay, so
Is that-
Keith with an extra eye?
But again, extra eye and like
I have an extra eye on my on Keith's forehead.
Sure. That works.
That's it. It's just an extra eyeball.
Yeah,
What are you?
that's right.
I can't. I don't even know why I bothered to ask anymore at this point.
Is it real? Can I poke it?
Don't poke at the eye.
Are you gonna go have multiversal shenanigans?
Yeah, sure, you can poke it. Go ahead.
He told me to. I'm gonna poke it.
Yeah, Keith was gonna just try and back off, be like, "Don't poke the eye."
Guess I won't then.
No, don't listen to me. It's perfectly all right.
I guess I'm going ahead. Guess.
No, you shouldn't do anything that the one with two eyes tells you. You should. Kfar wouldn't want you to do it, and you're second. He made sure that you were second.
K4
No,
I
but
mean-
Kfar told me that you shouldn't poke the eye.
But he told me to.
But Keith's not the boss, and you're second.
But
so you
I
don't
ain't
have
the
to
boss.
do what Keith says. No. with Duke being a monk, like it's if he really wants to poke him in the eye, there's not a whole lot Kfar's going to be able to do to stop him with his 13 AC, and now he's just running around like, yep.
All right.
So now
Yeah.
he's just whinging and moaning about having been poked in the eye, still in the caricature of Keith's voice.
Back that up.
No, that's funny.
I already have him. I can't.
So you gotta use it.
I haven't had a chance. We had one combat. That's it.
Use it for your miscellaneous checks, like
I
that
won't.
survival check.
Burn it on. I haven't
Initiative.
done
Initiative. Burn it on
anything.
initiative.
No, dude.
There you go. Initiative. There you go.
Yeah.
So for an hour, you're talking like Keith and imitating him, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Are you being loud about it?
Hey.
For sure.
Walking up to Kfar, I'm going to Keith, where is Kfar? By the way, he seems to have wandered off, and I don't.
He said he had to go
Are
number
you going
two.
to K-Par Keith or
Yeah.
me or Keith Keith?
Kfar.
Okay. He said he had to go number two. Said he'll be back in a while.
Wow.
Wow.
Even if Kfar isn't being loud, Goop only has one volume, and it's pretty much loud. So
Yeah. Oh boy. You know what? We deserve this. Whatever you're about to throw at us.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
afraid you're gonna draw the attention of a creature that's, from the Underdark. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move you over to the map.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. Go ahead and heal yourselves up to where you were, because
Ooh.
this is a new day. And what you see before you is just another ugly-ish kind of creature. It's got a big old club in its hand. It looks like it has a few spears in it, like it's taken some hits from some sort of combat that happened earlier in the day. But it's definitely more healthy than not. But yeah, it's very ugly. It's got yellowish orange eyes, these slits, and it's got bumps and things all over its body. So yeah, it sees you guys as easy prey, and it's gonna try and make food out of you. So
Is this
roll
before the long
initiative.
rest or after?
After he said we could heal.
This,
Oh, okay.
This is
I
the
was
next
only
day
asking
after
because-
your original
yeah.
fight.
Yep.
Okay, well,
All right.
I wouldn't be Keith anymore then, because the altar self only lasts for an hour.
Well, this is during that session. Of
Oh,
that.
okay. Right.
It's just
okay.
saying you should have full health, because the last combat happened the day before this one.
I'm going to use inspiration.
This is
for
the end of
initiative.
your 7th day of travel. So, but you will
Okay.
still look like Keith for all intents and purposes.
Nice.
So I'm gonna go ahead and tides initiative.
Okay. So who am I missing?
All right.
I'm
It's me.
missing Sir Anton Montague, 6 over the spell.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's like my first day playing this game.
All right. You're all in the tracker. We'll do ascending, and we'll start it up. Sir Anton Montague, 6 over the spell. Jammer Yacha. It is your turn. We see this creature.
That guy is big. He's very big. Large,
He is.
you would say. Yeah.
Even
Like,
huge, maybe.
Huge even. So we don't need to match his strength in melee combat. This would certainly justify a usage of yield musket. So we're gonna take that out and we're gonna sharpshooter it because that's what I do.
Sharpshooter. Okay.
All right, here we go. Bang! Oh,
Hit.
Yep. So now that we hit it, we're gonna do Slayer's Prey and blah 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 blah. 25, 28, 32.
31. 31.
31. I'll take your word for it. Shoot him again. Sharpshooter. Yeah. Oh,
Miss.
dang. That's it. I'm done.
All right. Sizable hit on the torso of this creature. Kfar.
All right. Kfar is gonna go ahead and step forward a little bit. It's gonna put
Okay.
him. Yeah, that'll do. I'm gonna go ahead and point my my cane at him and just fire out 2 blasts of Ray of Frost.
Miss and hit for 4 damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, 4 damage. His speed's reduced by 10.
Be reduced by 10. Yes.
That'll be Kfar's turn.
Keith.
All right. Let's move. Can I make it to them in one go? I could. So let's move 20 feet.
Okay.
And we'll pop that bonus action.
All right.
Weird magic.
Weird magic.
You know what? Just for the amusement, I'm gonna make it look like a pixie, but done up like Kfar.
Okay.
That's so I can see it pop every round.
To make it to the field.
And I'll pop it right here, right above the Fomorian.
Okay, there. Let's get the next field. Okay. So it's right here. Okay.
Yeah, just a little bit of Kfar so we can watch it burst like a balloon every turn.
Got it.
And I'll move my last 20 down here. Wait,
Right.
was that right? Ooh, the grid is weird. All right. Would I be within 5 feet of it?
You are within 5 feet of it.
All right. I don't know how hard this thing hits yet, so we are going to start reckless. I assume it hits hard because it's a giant, twice my size.
23 is a hit. 8 is a miss.
Yep. That's a negative. Ooh, natural 1. That's unfortunate.
So we've got
Just right in his shit.
16 damage.
And then my turn will end and pop it. Pixie Kfar will go pop like a balloon.
So he needs to make dex save.
Yes, sir.
Fails. You and roll me some damage.
That D6 stick force.
I'm just going to leave that there for now.
All right. And 5 force damage. Just keep those points. Now that's funny.
All right. Shrike, you're up.
Okay, Shrike will. Well, first I'll correct button. Oh, let me see if that's right. Yeah, Shrike will step to there, and he will pull a couple daggers from his bracers.
Okay.
A 1, a 2.
Both miss.
Amazing. Shark will step back to here and then his turn.
All right, on to this guy's turn. All right, it is a big old nasty kind of creature, as you can imagine. So let me get this out of the way real fast. Measure 60 feet. Okay. All right, so what it's going to do is it's going to make a great club attack against Keith over here. So let's see if he hits. A 24 to hit for 25 damage. Keith. So that's 12.
Yep.
And then what it's going to do is going to look over at the guy with the gun. And it's going to use
Kefar?
Evil Eye on him. No. The guy with the gun, which is Mr. Anton wants to use 6 roll of the Spelljammer Yacha.
Charisma save.
Saving throw.
Charisma save? Who
Charisma
makes
How does a
those?
giant have a charisma save?
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
pass. You take
Mm,
13.
Why does it have a
13
charisma
psychic.
save ability?
13 psychic damage from this beautiful, beautiful creature.
Why is
And
the
that's
force
the end of
of
its
touch?
Anton just grabs his head and he goes, "Hands in my head!" And then I'm done.
Duke is going to move up right next to Keith. And I'm going to swing at it.
Swing it. Swing away. Both hit for 17 damage.
And I will spend a key point to Flurry of Blows.
Okay. The 19 hits for 5 additional.
And that'll be it.
All right. On to Sir Anton Montague, 6th level of the Spelljammer Yacha. It is your
Yes,
turn.
I wonder what I shall do. Oh, I know. I'm going to sharpshooter it, but I'm not going to toggle it. So we'll just subtract the 5 and add the 10. You know the
Okay.
deal. Yeah. So bang, bang.
First hit, second miss.
Okay.
So
Oh.
add 10 to that. So that's 26.
Yep.
Good. Anything else?
Nope. That's going to be it.
Alrighty. Kefar.
Right. Kefar's going to move up a little. And let's go ahead and give him a Chaos Bolt
Mm-hmm.
at 3rd level.
3rd level Chaos Bolt. A 20 is a hit.
Cool. So that's what, 4 and
14.
5. So it's going to be force or lightning. Let's make it force damage.
14 force damage.
Yeah. Do you want me to surge?
I do.
All right. Cool. I'll let you determine the order.
I've decided. Shrike, you're poisoned for the next 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And yeah, that'll be it for Kefar.
Okay. So, on to Keith.
Okay. Let's see what we're doing. Well, bonus action, we'll bring Pop Goes the Weasel Kfar back up.
And Pixie's there.
And then move here. So not be stacking. Then we'll go for our 2. We'll make these ones reckless.
Okay. Those both hit. And I guess you were just taking out all of your anger that you had for Kefar on this creature because you just chopped it. You just beat it to all sorts of. You're using a hammer, but you're able to just whack parts of it out of line, so the leg pops off and flies away. And your final hit, you just golf shot its head right off as you kill this formidable creature.
Oh.
Mhm.
Well,
And that's the end of it. You have killed that creature, and that is that.
Oh, that's always fun.
Stranaton Montague, roll me a d4. And-
D4?
High. High is called. High is the call. Good. Now roll me a d100.
I don't like this kind of responsibility.
Why not? It's not terrible. I'm doing nice things for you guys. You should roll higher, honestly. I don't know what that is. 1 second. Let me figure out what that is. You're fine. Everything's fine here. Okay. All right.
That really
Small.
long pause is making me nervous.
Roll me another d100.
Mm,
All right. You're just messing with me now, right?
This is how many adult dragons we're gonna fight.
Of course, is now roll me a d4 again. One. Okay. Of course. All right. I'm just gonna do this. You see from this creature that it has a band around its forehead. It looks magical in nature.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm going to approach with my keen eye for rare and remarkable things, and
It's
I'm
like
like a
it's like a
circlet.
gold. It's a gold and has like little, looks like what you can conceive to be maybe like opals and pearls on it, with like a blue little triangle, like sapphire in the middle of it. Seems to wrap around the head.
It's an
It's
awful.
definitely magical. You can all attest that this looks magical in nature.
Well, I'm just gonna take that and go to put it in my pack unless someone else tries to stop me.
It's very shiny goop.
Oh, why?
It's shiny.
But you have a sword, and it is sparkling like crazy off of the light your sword is pushing out.
Let me see it.
Hey, mind if I see that headband, that crown?
Am I handed to?
Okay.
Wait, so who, to Goop or to K5?
No, I'm not handing it to Goop.
Okay.
Keith is gonna somehow be the voice of reason and say, "Why don't we let Den here? I find out what it is first."
Can we have Den idea it, or
Yeah, you can if you'd like. You could do that at any time.
Yeah, let's have Den idea.
Okay, Den, give it to Den. He's like, oh gosh, guys, I guess I can look at it. Okay, yeah, let me go ahead and identify it. Just let me go sit in my corner and
spot
goes-
on, man. That was a good
he
job.
moves away from the light, goes and sits in the corner in the waning darkness, and he does his identify spell. And what you now have is a headband of intellect.
Goop, come here. I have an idea.
Yes.
Here, put this on. Shiny crown for you.
Okay.
Just
requires
wear
attunement.
this. Never take it off.
I can't attune to it.
Why?
I already have 3 attuned items.
Dang.
Or what else? What are your other two?
I mean,
Bracers
I
of
could take
Defense, the belt, and Dawnbringer.
Oh, When you can't willingly end your attunement to Dawnbringer.
And it's about the Dwarven kind? Or
Belt of Dragon Hide.
oh, Dragonhide belt.
Dragonhide
Ooh,
belt. Which I mean, it's pretty good, but 19 intelligence. Wow.
Does that actually benefit
Man.
anyone?
None of us are intelligence based.
me.
It just be for flavor.
It benefits Goop. That's about it. It looks like.
Here,
Goop.
Repo, do you want the dragon hide belt?
Only if you really don't.
Yeah, you can have it. It'll be fine.
We do it for the. It's funny.
I can't wait. I can see it
I
now.
don't think
Goop's
that-
got to become
I don't
our.
think that
He's
Shrike
gonna
would
start
really
taking
use it.
levels in wizard.
No,
Well,
he's
I
going to
mean,
become articulate
Oh, he
and
will, he can.
intelligent. And then we're going to fight like a beholder, and there's going to be an anti-magic zone. And he's just going to go, oh no, my brain hurts.
The
Okay,
dragon.
so who's taking the headband? Is it Goop?
I'll take it. Yeah.
All right, and you're getting the belts, Shrike.
Shrike's the only one, only other one that could benefit from it.
No, I would
Sure.
say keep it just in case. You never know.
Okay, I'll keep it.
You might want to ditch your bracers or something.
Yeah. 19 isn't good. I can't wait.
Yeah, gotta wait till the rest though.
Okay, so yeah, it's nighttime, or you take your long rest, and when you wake up in the morning, Goop, it's like the world has completely changed around you. The intellect you now possess is triple what it once was. So your sense of knowledge is vastly increased. How would you describe that?
I feel amazing.
Okay.
How you doing, Goop?
I'm doing quite swell.
Goop? Is that you, friend?
Yes.
It's
More
Quite.
articulate, and it's amazing.
quite a transformation. What?
I mean,
how
I
do you
don't feel too different.
Trust us, Goop. You certainly are.
Well, should we head out then?
I imagine Goop has like a more defined physical form now.
Yeah. That you could, among his like featureless torso, you can see like
he starts
a
standing up more
lapel.
straight. He looks
Yeah.
thinner, more human-like. You know, he stands with his arms in front of him. You know,
he
stands
makes
very
the
prim and
effort to
proper.
like affect the face, like a shape like a nose and ears.
Not even. He's still faceless, but he's just he looks more human instead of slumbering around like he normally would. He's
No,
actually
like
standing up like a person.
Goop
He
unshackled.
looks like
Oh.
a humanoid.
The next time the sword tries to talk to him, he's gonna go, "Excuse me, miss."
You know, I don't think what we're doing here is quite fair.
I don't know if this is the smartest decision. You
Yes,
know what? You're
it's-
absolutely right, Goop. We should get started on our day.
Okay. So you're gonna get started on your days of travel. Okay. Who's gonna do the navigation for me?
Sir Anton, I guess.
I wouldn't mind navigating for today.
Oh,
I
go
want to
ahead.
let Goop do it.
Yes, Goop, of
No.
course.
Way to go.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
22. So good call on that. It's you have no issues with traveling for the first half of the day. No phase res kicks up in front of you. As you make your way, you hear you get to a wide open sort of gap, and then you come across what looks like a ravine that is. Let's just do that. It's about 60 feet wide, and it's about it needs to be two. Sorry. Great. It's 80 feet deep. It looks like, from what you can tell. Those of you who have dark vision at a 60-foot range can't see the bottom of it. and it's very wide. And across this ravine is a rope bridge.
Do I
It's
still
old.
have Den's dark vision if Den's not here?
He's traveling with
Well,
you, so he can give it to
when
you
he
for an hour at a time.
Yeah,
Say
he
gives it to
usually
you.
does.
Okay, he gives it to you at this
he
point.
passes it out to all of us who can't see generally.
Well, you can see fine. You have a
And
60
we
foot
also have light. Yeah.
plenty
Oh,
of
yeah.
light. Plenty of light. So you can see this giant ravine. You can't see the bottom of it because the light doesn't stretch that far. But it's very far across, and it's just an old rope bridge.
Can we
Well,
see the other end of the ravine?
Yeah, you can see the cross. It's about, what did I say, 50 feet, 60 feet across. So just at the edge of the light, you can see the other side of the river.
Cool.
so I'm a 7-foot hippopotamus. Is this rope bridge gonna hold me? Does it look like it could support my girth?
There's only one way to find out.
Trike will shadow step across.
Okay,
What do
Shrike.
you mean it's only one? I'm
Shrike
gonna grab
goes
the
right
rope
on
to
the
kind
other
of
side.
shake it.
Shrike is there at one moment, the next minute he's gone. He's over on the other side.
Goop is going to compress himself and spread his mass out like a long worm or snake, so that he is now 50 pounds spread out in about 10 feet. And
Okay,
he's going to slither across the bridge.
sounds good. You make it across, no problem. Keith? Okay, fine.
Fine. Keith. Well, I ain't got no fancy tricks like that. Keith is just gonna walk across. Be careful with it.
Walk
I would-
around.
I would advise to spread your weight out, Keith.
You might be right, Goop. You might be right. And I'll follow the advice just to be a bit more careful.
Okay. So you walk across, Keith, and you have no issues getting across. So we only have Kfar and Sir Anton want to use 6th level spell, Jeremy Yacha, who are on the wrong side of this. Den has moved across. He
No.
carefully makes his way across, and he's pretty heavy considering he's the heavy armor and all that stuff. And it swings a little bit as he walks across, but he's able to make it without much issue. And then the swinging slows down and stops.
All right, so I'm gonna start like arms out, try and balance, and I
Balance.
put one foot forward,
Okay.
and then the other. We're gonna tiptoe very carefully,
Tiptoe carefully.
like
So you're on the
3
tips of your toes. You're on the tips of your toes. You're not flat-footed.
I don't know. It shows I'm wearing shoes. What does a gift's foot look like? I have fingers. I guess I have toes. I don't know.
Just wondering. Just wondering.
So we take like 2 very ginger steps onto the bridge, and I would assume it's gonna creak under my weight, at which point I get scared and just book it. We're just gonna freaking run.
Okay. You get about halfway across.
Of
and then
course.
I need a what kind of save is that?
Con. Acrobatics? Con.
Con save.
Dave.
Why am I making a con save?
Because I'm asking you to.
Oh.
Cool.
17.
I'm going. Wait. I'm going to use bend luck to try and lower his roll.
You son
Okay,
of a
fair enough,
bitch.
Go for it. Go
So
ahead.
let's see. I need to lower it by 3 or 4.
3 or 4,
Where's my
got
bend
it.
luck?
Come on.
Ah, damn it! So
Cool save. So
still-
you run across the bridge, and you don't have any issues. The idea you're running, so it does start to sway a little more because you're being more active on it, but it holds your weight without any issue. Okay, far.
Oh, I'm so scared.
all right. I cast levitate on myself and just gently float across.
Float across. Yeah. Okay. So you guys make it across the bridge. Do you want to keep the bridge up, or do you want to cut it down? I mean, you are running from people, but you are moving pretty quick too. So
I mean, we're running for people that we haven't seen in like months. So
The last time I think we actually saw them was right before one of the princes attacked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure our pursuers are dead. We escaped!
Your pursuers. You don't have any pursuers.
Not presumably right now.
Do we plan on ever returning back this way?
I don't know.
No,
You guys
leaving. Remember? We're gonna
Maybe.
No, he's got a point. Firebolt. I just burned the bridge.
Okay, you burn the bridge.
And that's
What
Listen,
have you done?
if we need to, I can make it back across.
So for the first half of your day, no issues other than that bridge that you so eloquently traversed. Go ahead and give me a survival check, please, for the next half of the day, from whoever wants to do it.
I feel kind of tired.
Goop the Intelligent makes the roll, and it's enough. You're able to traverse the rest of the day, and it's just cave. It's just cave the entire time. And then not even any phase res or anything. It's just dark. Well, not dark. Well lit caves and tunnels as you make your way along, and you get to a point where you can stop for the night.
I like that. Long rest?
Long rest, unless you want to do stuff for the long rest.
no, we're good.
The rest it is.
Keep saying. Good.
No more cave art hijinks. Okay, but just making sure.
I mean, there'll be some, but I don't really know what he'd do today. He's probably just gonna start like throwing things at the wall. He'll do stuff like when people stand up, like he'll just make like a fart noise and then start exclaiming about the smell.
How loud would you be expecting?
Oh, I mean, pretty loud. But also, I guess I can use minor illusion to create a smell too. So, and because illusionist braces cast 2, so there's a fart, and then shortly after there is a very bad smell coming from whoever it is that I decided made the fart sound.
Fair enough. Okay.
Hippos
So you
generally
do
kind of
that.
smell bad. I don't think I.
Then he's like, all right, well, let me make this place. So he makes you the tiny hut, so you guys can sleep in that throughout the night without running into any issues.
That's good.
As the night progresses, you do hear movement outside, but it's far off, maybe 80 to 100 feet away. It's just normal denizen moving around in the dark. And you're able to wake up the next morning for your next day of travel, folks. So let's see here.
We're making good progress.
You are making good progress today.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. All right. Who's going to navigate for me?
I guess.
I mean, Goop didn't steer us wrong last time, so
Yeah, you're right. Keep going.
there he is.
roll
Like
by
your-
Goop.
Woo!
Great roll by Goop. He's that headband seems to be coming in handy because he knows exactly what's going on as far as traveling down here, even though obviously it has nothing to do with it in the rolls. But after about 30 minutes of walking, though, maybe it didn't lead you so right because it leads you right into some phase res. It's phase res time. For the rest of the morning, for sure, as you navigate on your way still, and okay, and but your first half of the day, no big deal, no issues whatsoever, as you make your way along, and so I need another survival check for the second half of the day.
Go ahead, Goop. It's still really good.
It's a really good one. Really good one. Should I do that? No, I won't do that. That's cool. Okay, so yeah, you're just traveling along. You don't really have any major issues on the path. And let's see if phase res is still with you as you travel. It is. You still have phase res for the second half, and when you get to the stopping point for the evening, where you would normally stop, they're still in the phase res. So you've been in the phase res for 8 hours. I do believe that triggers a roll automatically. So I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
This is for the madness, right?
That's right.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead
Oh.
and use tides.
Where's your inspiration, Goop?
Wisdom.
There's my
I-
inspiration.
A wisdom save. All right.
Wisdom save, yeah. So Goop failed, and
I'll
Keith-
spend a lucky.
Okay. Spend a lucky, Keith. Better. So Goop, you failed. What's your current madness level, Goop?
2.
2. So this will be an
Oh.
indefinite madness for you from this one. Go ahead and roll a D100 for me as you go up to the level 3. 63. All right. Oh, this
Smart
is fun.
Goop comes at a cost.
Here's your new flaw.
Does it make me dumb again?
I am the smartest, wisest, strongest, fastest, and most beautiful person I know.
And a god complex. I'm better than you.
I think the headband is making Goop mean.
But you are in the phase res presently. You can try and force march if you'd like. Try and get out of it, or you can just camp for the night.
That is
Well,
the agreed
I
upon
will
course
get
of
out of it.
action. Is that if we are in the phase res, we must march until we are not.
It's up to
Mhm.
you. So you're gonna
Yeah,
force
no,
march.
that's
We're gonna
that's it.
march.
Yeah.
Okay, force
Mhm.
march. All right, everyone, you do force march for 1 hour. Let's see if it leaves. You do get out of it, but I need a con save from everybody. Well, you're gonna long rest off the.
Yeah, you're right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna worry about it.
Cool.
So yeah, you're able to stop and complete a long rest. Good.
All right.
You complete your long rest, and Goop has a god complex now, which is
For now.
Anybody keeping track of
Yeah.
how many days of travel that was? I'm pretty sure it was 20.
your DM is keeping.
But we've been going at a fast
Your
pace.
DM is keeping track, guys. So you, it's not been 20, unfortunately. It's been a lot, because
Hey.
calm down. You're not.
How many
You're
is it? been?
closer. You're closer to Blingden Stone than further away at this point. We'll put it that way. You're more than halfway there.
How many has it been?
Total days travel 8. Actually,
Oh,
you're
wow. Okay.
just about halfway there. You're almost halfway there.
I'm just
Okay.
checking because of the whole can't become intoxicated by alcohol thing that I have. Because it's like 18.
right.
It was 18 days. So
Right. You will have one when you get to Blingden Stone. If you keep this pace, you'll have one more day left of that. Not that I'm trying
Alright.
to give away the speed and whatnot, and all that. Okay, so it's the morning of your 9th day of travel, I believe. So
Yes,
go ahead and
9.
give me survival rolls.
I'm helping.
Okay,
Or I'm rolling. I'm rolling. Nope. Ugh.
you're rolling.
Why did
Okay.
nobody else do it?
I don't know.
You said you're doing it.
You did.
No, I said I was helping.
Let's
Oh.
do that. Why not?
See, this is why I do it.
All right.
That's
I'm
what a
just better
smart
at it.
person. Okay. All right. Let me just do something real fast. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. So you guys travel about, you found a small pocket in between the phase rates, because the moment you get within, you're just a 10 or 15 minutes of travel under Sir Anton Montague's traveling watch, you immediately go right back into phase res. I don't know if you can blame the navigator, but it's phase res at this point for you. And as you are making your way along, you hear a howling noise up ahead. It's like a what you would suspect would be like a husky if you were in IRL. A Siberian husky howling. And as you come into a room, you see a creature in front of you that's gonna, it looks hungry, as most creatures do, and I'm gonna go ahead and just bring you out over to this table here, and you can see this beautiful dog
Whoa.
that wants
What
to.
the heck is that?
It's a creature.
That ain't a good dog.
It's a creature, and it wants to make you its lunch, because it's coming up on lunchtime, and it's hungry, and so it's gonna go ahead and roll initiative on you guys.
Oh my
I don't
god.
know what that is, but I don't like it.
What? Come on. There we go.
What
Okay.
Oh,
is
wow.
the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think everyone's in the tracker right now, so we'll just do it ascending. Okay. So it's gonna just start this up. The Howler that you guys don't know anything about is its turn. So okay, cool. So it sees you guys there, and it's gonna do what it can do to make things a little easier because there's 6-on-1 like that. That's not good. So we'll just bring this out. Just turn that way, and it actually gets everyone except for the person who isn't here. As it casts, it lets out a mighty howl, a mind-breaking one, if you were to think.
wisdom save or be frightened? Creature is frightened, its speed is halved, and it's incapacitated.
Well,
Ooh.
It's only for until the end of its next turn. So,
Yeah, but
it's
it's
a
also
wisdom save. Okay.
all right.
well, group pass, and I need one from Keith. So Keith,
I'll spend one of my lucky.
you can if you'd like. So
Yeah.
Sorrento Montague is a
Dang it.
scourge. Where's the frightened thing? I think this is frightened, isn't it? Yeah, that's frightened condition. So Keith is a frightened. And who was the third one? It was Kfar.
Arden.
Kfar
Oh,
is
yeah.
a frightened.
K-Pos.
It's because of that you guys are now all incapacitated until the end of its
Cool.
next turn. And it's going to move its 40 feet up to get to here. Yeah. Boom. It is there. And I think that's the end of its turn. Keith, you're frightened and incapacitated. Goop, it's your turn.
Gonna come down here and hit it with Dawnbreaker.
Hit it with
Dawnbreaker.
Dawnbreaker. Good. Both of those hits.
And I'll make that attack a stunning strike. So it'll be a con save. DC 14.
DC 14 con save. Got it. Con save. 16. So it,
Okay.
but it still takes 26 damage.
And then I'll flurry of blows and 2 unarmed strikes.
All right. Both of those miss.
Ooh. That'll be it.
All right. Kfar, you are in that state.
Mhm.
So that's on Montague also. And now we're on to Strike.
Shrike will
Do you-
step to here, and he will deliver 1 unarmed strike,
That's
2
it.
unarmed strikes.
Miss.
Come on.
So 8.
And he shall flurry of blows.
All right. Both of those miss.
Okay. That was a great use of my key.
It was. Okay. This thing's here, and it doesn't like what you guys are doing to it, so it's going to do a bite at each of you. So first one coming towards Goop. 19 to hit.
Yes, it is.
Okay. For 13 piercing, and 17 psychic.
Psychic damage. Oh,
If the
no.
target is frightened. If the target is frightened.
This target is frightened. You're not frightened. Okay.
Okay. Woo!
So it's just the 13?
Just the 13. Oh, well, that changes the target of the second one. It's going to Keith.
Oh, no.
Well,
You're
no.
incapacitated, so it has advantage on the attack because you're incapacitated.
Shit, in
But
before
it's
crit.
not a critical hit. It's not an instant critical because you're not paralyzed. So a 24 on Keith, and this one actually is going to be all the damage. So
Oh,
38. 38
That's
on
right.
wow.
And that's it for the Howler. Oh, I need to see if it recharges. Sorry. Let me just roll that real fast while you go on to the next turn. It does not recharge. Okay, Keith, you are no longer frightened or incapacitated or anything like that.
We're immediately going into our
Stand up and
rage.
do what you
because-
want to do.
No, immediately going into our rage. I don't like. I just lost over half my health in this one hit. Where's Wild Surge? Wild Surge. Hey,
Wow.
nice. +1 AC. Okay.
Pretty solid.
Mm,
10-foot radius.
there you go. 10 foot. There you go.
All right. Then
Hey,
this thing hit me hard, and I don't like that, so we won't go reckless.
we're only feared and incapacitated till the end of its next turn, right? So my fear is over.
right.
Okay, good.
Everyone's fear is over. I meant to remove that. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Thank you.
I got it. Hit and hit. So that's going to be.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Those are terrible damage.
The fire doesn't do as much as you expect it to.
I'm not surprised.
So 12 on the first hit.
Anybody noticing an awful lot of fiends in the Underdark?
Yeah, there's a few of them
No.
about, right? I
I
wonder what
I
that's
don't
about.
know what you're talking about. Keith, anything else you'd like to do?
That'll be end of turn. I don't know what you're talking about. It's kind of weird.
Coop, your turn.
I'm going to hit it with Dawnbreaker
Okay.
twice.
Well, both of those hits.
And then I will just punch it as a bonus action.
That's a hit for 7.
And that'll be it.
All right. On to Kfar.
All right. Kfar is going to head over down to here. I think because it's 10 feet range, I believe.
Okay.
Actually, I want to do a thing first. I'm going to go ahead and use minute meteors. Let's go ahead and make it thunder damage again.
Okay.
And let's just drop 2 of them over here.
2 of them over there. Got it. Dex save, 1 fail. Dex save, 2 pass. So he takes 12 plus 4, so 16 total. And those meteors, are they still fire?
Thunder damage.
Okay,
Oh
thunder
yeah,
damage.
I use my thing. Also, do you want me
Okay.
to search
I
or not?
don't. Well, yeah, definitely search. Go ahead, definitely search. Let's
Okay.
see what happens.
A random creature.
Well, those 2. Well, you can't. That goes off when you can. So go ahead and roll a d5. We'll see what. So Keith, you now have flying ability, and those 2 meteors with the thunder are enough to KO this beautiful creature. I can't believe you guys keep hurting my creatures. It's so unfair. So unfair. Roll. Who wants to roll this one? Kfar, roll me a d4. Hi. Hi, it is. Roll me d100. I'm being unusual.
God.
You guys are rolling so low. It's just surprising. All right. 1 second. Nothing bad's going to happen. Just relax. Nothing bad's happening. Just need to do something. There we go. Roll another d4 for me. Kfar. Okay. You find a lapis lazuli fall off this creature when it hits the ground.
This looks nice. Pick it up. Start looking through it. And Actually, lapis lazuli isn't see-through, so I should stop playing with it.
It looks like it could be magical.
All right, I hold it, start like concentrating on it, and I say, I can't do it. Dan, what does it do?
Then takes a look at it, and he again, I guess I can look at it for you. Just give it to me here for a second, and then I'll take a look at the thing. And then he does this identifying. He's giving you have a uncommon spell gem, first level, max.
All right.
It's a spell save of 13. You can just look up the spell gem, but it's a level 13 or no, level 1 max spell inside of it, but it's currently empty. Just a heads up.
Okay.
But that's half your day. Let me just clear this, and you're back on the path as you complete your first half of the day. Go ahead and give me a roll for the second half navigation.
I'll do it this time since the
Oh, you won't. Haha!
Sir
Oh.
Anton couldn't do it last time.
Why are you being so mean, Goop?
I'm actually going to suggest that Den keeps the spell gem because, like, a first level cleric spell is going to be better than a first level sorcerer spell in general.
Okay. Sure. We can give it to him. I'll let him know he has it. That's fine. And then let's see what we've got.
So, are we moving into day 10?
This is the second half of your day. The day 9. Second half of day 9. You walk into the phase res, and it is permeating as you get to the point where you would normally stop. Are you force marching?
Yeah.
If we're still in the phase res at the end of the second half, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and let's see here. It does dissipate within an hour, so that any kind of exhaustion you would acquire during that would end on in the morning. So yeah, it's now the start of your 10th day of travel. So you guys want to do a survival? That's good. That's good. All right. Let's see. Yeah. That. Okay. First half of the day, completely normal. But again, it's like you're hitting pockets of non-phase res and then just going right back into it. Just immediately picks up. Not 5 minutes after you get going in the morning, you have phase res impeding you. Not impeding you, but keeping you lit up in your travels. But no monsters, so to speak, as you're making your travel. It's completely benign sort of travel on this half of the day. So go ahead and give me a survival check for the second half. Uh, 21, another good roll. See if anything happens to you guys. Nothing happens to you guys as you keep going. So to speak, you're okay. You keep moving along, and you seem like everything is going well. And then suddenly, a tremor starts to affect the area as you're traveling down a long, winding corridor, and it opens up a lava-filled fissure near you. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it's a new day. Oh, never mind. Actually,
Uh,
I'm gonna use I can't use Ben Luck, but I can use where is it?
wow.
That is a failure. Keith, that is a failure. And that
I'm gonna
is
use
We're definitely re-rolling. I don't re-roll an advantage, right?
just roll another die.
so I'm doing that, and then I'm using my tides on it.
I'll spend it again because I don't like the idea of lava. Oh my god!
Yeah, it's just meant for you to die,
Ooh.
man.
Keith,
You have one more luck point, right?
We've had a long rest since the dog fight.
Yeah, you've it's been a day since your dog fight.
Yeah, this is the start of
Right.
day 10. So,
Yes. Middle of day 10.
oh right,
No, it's fine. We'll
burn it,
eat it.
burn it.
God, I hate it.
You take 21 fire damage from the lava, pops out of it, and then a large chunk lands on your forearm and left side of your torso, and it
God.
burns you for 21 damage. But you're able to avoid the rest of you are able to avoid the lava without much issue. You're able to get to your long rest for the day. Okay.
Okay.
Anything you'd like to do during the long rest, or
Usual bullshit.
usual bullshit? Got it. Usual stuff.
At the end of the halfway point, right? We got 10 days left. Should
Less
we
than that.
maybe call it for the day? That way we don't get too far without disco here and
Sure.
keep it a clean 2 hours. Like, is that okay?
No, that's perfectly fine by me. Perfectly fine.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, we're gonna stop here for the night, folks. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Did you
No,
want
you do it. You've been doing so
I'll
well.
do the outro. I'll do the outro for him today. Thank you very much for joining us today, folks. I hope you enjoyed our adventure today as they traveled through the Underdark trying to make their way to Blingdenstone. We hope you join us next week for a continuation of this and hopefully full party as they hopefully get close to, if not arrive at, Blingdenstone. And if you want to join us, please come to the Discord. It'll be linked below. And you can join us in our adventures and discussions throughout the week from this Discord. And thank you very much for coming, and we hope you have a great week. Take care, everyone.